What's your retention rate? So I got an email this morning from Steve, and he gave me a list of employees that have worked for us over the past, whatever, 3 years maybe. And what's interesting is, as we talk about attracting, like Alluring Glass is aspiring to be best in class at attracting great talent, training great talent, with the intention of retaining great talent. But my vision has not always been that way. As a matter of fact, before I started getting mentoring from Ken Lewis, who owns New Riff, he totally changed my perspective on employees. He started mentoring me during COVID, and he really challenged my belief system. I always thought, which I could get into this another time, but I always thought Alluring Glass would be a stepping stone for people. And so I built it that way. And so, I would recruit guys in that needed jobs, or we just needed to fill spots. And our culture was built, some of my guys that have been around a while, Jeff and Mark and Bailey and Eric, a lot of these guys, Mark Minnie, Mark Schulte, they've had to shoulder the weight of having a revolving door of young talent that don't know what the hell they're doing. And we were always training people. What's interesting is we actually became fairly good at on-the-job training, but at the expense of a lot of money and a lot of frustrations by my staff. So fast forward to getting mentored from Ken Lewis, he's like, Jerry, why don't you build a business that can have career employees? And so fast forward, I was like, all right, how would I do that? And so he's done that with his business. He started, he's really nice, but challenging me to change my belief system. And so now, since COVID, now we're 4 years past, right? Hard to believe, but so now our company is evolving, and now we're as we're casting vision to people coming into our company, we're trying to cast a compelling vision to say, we would like you to consider working at Alluring Glass for the rest of your career. And what would need to be true about Alluring Glass? Like, how would we need to build the company that it would be appealing for you to consider spending the rest of your career with us? And we're in process of that. So I think, like, we're learning a shit ton. I believe that what we're learning will be helpful to the marketplace. And so we plan on giving it away, everything that we learn. As I mentioned, we've got we're spending a lot of money and we're spending a lot of time to crack the code for accelerating craftsmen's development. And the intention isn't to build all these craftsmen so that they leave us. The intention would be to build all these craftsmen so that we can retain them and be a part of the same team. So I've gotten a lot of messages from a lot of my buddies that lead and own businesses that when they've tried to build talent, a lot of the talent will leave and compete with them. So we'll have to navigate those waters as we go.